Yeah.
But Bruce Arians, man, stepping down as the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, dude, and going into the front office role, and also allowing the homie Todd Bowles to become the head coach, which also opened the door for former Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker Larry Foote to be named co-defensive coordinator as well.
Who's the other guy?
I forgot his name already, bro.
Someone we don't really know.
Yeah, but he was already on the staff though down there for them. But man,
Co-defensive coordinators.
yeah, co-defensive coordinator, bro.
How often does that happen?
I do not know. I do not know. But technically, I mean, haven't we had a co-defensive coordinator essentially with Butts and Coach Tomlin? All right, I'm sorry.
I guess you're right. That's what I mean. Maybe you can have co-defensive coordinators, but usually it's different titles. You have the defensive coordinator. The other one's
pass
like
game coordinator,
something like
or
that.
Run game coordinator. Yeah.
Yeah, you do something like that. Defensive assistant.
But as a whole, man, I love the situation, man. BA is kind of dope because he has been one of those guys that have been not just giving lip service about diversity and opportunities, but he's also been implemented. You look at his staff, especially when they won the Super Bowl. I mean, women on the staff in coaching positions, a ton of minority African-American coaches on his staff in positions of power. I mean, he was one of the ones that was doing it where a lot of people weren't to that extent. And then when you hear why he stepped down, he talks about how, you know, he's more concerned about his succession, like the legacy that he's leaving versus being a Hall of Famer. And that was part of the reason why he wanted to step out the way, so he could give some of his coaching staff those opportunities to get promoted and in a better situation. I think of Todd Bowles and how when he got his first opportunities with the Jets were trash at the time.
Little Fitz magic.
And even then, he got into 10 wins. It was just Fitzy. Fitzy helped us out because we needed Fitzy to go with a Buffalo and blow it.
He lived by the sword and died by the sword.
He blew
basically.
it in Buffalo, and that helped us beat Cleveland and get into the postseason. I'll never forget. I love Fitzy for that, and I love Buffalo Feather for that. But it was a bad situation. So after that year, we saw what it looked like in New York, and then he was gone after that. But I just say to myself, it's like, man, how often do we get first-year coaches walking into good situations, right, where they can properly be evaluated? And for Todd, I didn't really think that he got that opportunity to that extent in New York, whereas now he's going to get a great opportunity in Tampa with a squad coach. I mean, he has the full coaching staff. He has Brady coming back. You have all these pieces. You still have BA on the staff as an executive. But to me, I just think that that's an even doper situation for him. And it's really because Bruce made this decision. And that's why, like I said, it was just super cool to see that and actually hear that. Because at first I was like, bro, I hope it's not health related or scandal related. Anytime you get these abrupt step downs and stuff, I'm like, oh God, is your email, was you forwarded the email from John Gruden, baby? What's going on here? But luckily he was not. From my understanding, everything was good. He just wanted to give these guys opportunities. So definitely wanted to, like I said, salute him for that though, man.
Was it Brady related?
Could have been. Now, did you see? You saw some of the reports, right? It was like, is Brady coming back the reason why BA is stepping down? What you think, man?
I don't think so. He said no. He said this was in place before Brady announced that he was coming back anyway. Now, did they clash? Yeah. But I think it makes sense where Arians is at his career right now, too.
Yeah.
I mean, dude's 70 years old.
Yeah.
Won a Super Bowl. He's pretty accomplished. I could see him wanting to kick back a little bit.
2 Super Bowls now. I mean, one a part of the staff and one being the head guy. So, yeah.
Well, I think he actually has 3. I think he was on our staff even in 05 as like the QB coach or something too. But yeah, he was offensive coordinator for the first Super Bowl 43. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then he went to another one in 2010. So yeah, I think it makes sense. And yeah, you're right. It's pretty cool giving Todd Bowles an opportunity. I was wondering why he wasn't getting any head coaching interviews or any buzz that way, but I guess this succession plan's been in place for the last couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, if that was
Bowles almost got screwed though with Brady retired.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but that's why I'm like, I don't want to go that far in the BA talk about he been had this in the works. I'm like, bro, hold on now, because you was about to set my man up with no Brady for a second, bro, but it fell into place and it works out. It's going to sound like a great story this way. So we're good. Oh, so it's Larry Foote and Casey Rogers. That's the other DC.
No clue who that is.
Yeah, I guess he worked under Todd Bowles. That's what I just saw. So, but with this move though, man, I do think for Bowles, like, you know, he lucked into it. It worked out, and probably makes sense though why we weren't hearing his name in particular in terms of head coaching opportunities.
Yeah, that performance they put on against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl was phenomenal.
Oh, without a doubt, man. Absolutely. So, I mean, for me, man, I think that it's going to be a good situation for him. And like you said, when you're able to keep your same your staff with you and stuff like that, man, that works out. Now, I did see Rod Dallas. He asked a good question right here. He said, why didn't they make Byron Leftwich the head coach? Because we know Byron was interviewing for the Jags head coaching spot and did not get that. You have a feeling on that?
Probably just Todd Bowles is more qualified. Prior head coaching experience, older. That's really it. I mean, if Bowles wasn't on the staff, if it was a different defensive coordinator, maybe they would have given it to Byron Leftwich.
Yeah, I kind of felt the same because, like I said, Bowles, he's been a head coach, I think, for 3 seasons he was in New York. One was a 10-win season. The other 2, not so well, but we know it was a lot that went into those years. Whereas with B. Leftwich, he's been burning it up in terms of coming in as, QB coach, pass game coordinator. First year he was in Tampa, I don't even know if he was considered the OC official.
Him and Brady worked very closely, they say.
Then after that, he finally got that title and things like that. But you can see the trajectory that B. Leftwich is on. He is going to be a head coach very soon in this league. Like I said, being able to spend time with him in Arizona, he knows his stuff. He's a leader, and certain people, they just understand how to lead men. Certain people understand the game of football, and he's innovative in terms of his approach. And you can see, like you said, for him to, even Brady at this age, still be able to communicate with him, get that respect from him, and them guys work as close as they did. And that's something that Brady, like you talked about, man. Like, Brady spoke on this thing, man. So
is he younger than Brady?
He low-key might be, bro.
I think he is.
He low-key might be.
Brady drafted, 2000? Was it 01? Brady is 44.
Let's see.
Byron Leftwich over
41.
You think he's 41?
I say 41.
Yeah, because 42.
Oh, when was his birthday?
He just turned 42 too in January. Hold on.
Okay.
He just turned 42 in January. Brady still has to turn 45 in August.
Bro, this is nuts.
So like 2.5 years older than Byron Leftwich.
Yeah, so even more so why it's impressive that he commanded Brady's respect. Sheesh. That's crazy. That is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
So with Arians.
Wow.
He's not like officially retiring.
No.
But
no.
What do you think of the Hall of Fame discussion?
I mean, I think he should be getting consideration. I mean,
There's a case.
Well, yeah, I mean, and I also think of guys who have one Super Bowl ring as a head coach. We talked about Bill Cowher, him getting in. That becomes the new barometer, right? The new measure of, all right, what did he accomplish? How does he stack up to him? So when I think of BA, I say, okay, at least we know you won 2, guaranteed 2. Like you said, might have been 3 in terms of being on the staff for 2 times.
I could probably bet.
I guess I just wasn't sure 100%.
My life savings that he was on the staff. Okay. Yeah.
But he definitely has the one as the head coach, which is legit as heck. And he did it within that's his first year in Tampa, or was it second year in Tampa? No, it was his first year in Tampa.
Second or third, because he had Jameis.
So second then. Yeah, because he was only down there. This is going to his 4th year right now.
Yeah.
And he had Brady for 2 of those years, Jameis for 1. So yeah. So he won it early down there in that process.
I think what helps him is the little storyline with the Colts.
I was about to say the Colts situation.
Luck's rookie year, Pagano goes down with cancer. He just steps in after he retired from the Steelers.
Yeah,
for literally, I think it was. I don't know how soon, but he became the Colts quarterback coach or a Colts assistant pretty quickly after he retired from the Steelers. And then, Pagano goes down. He steps in. They go 9-3, make the playoffs in Luck's rookie year. And then also how he reinvented Carson Palmer out in Arizona.
Yeah, I was going to say, but you look at his quarterback where you talk about what he did with 7. You talk about Luck, obviously Palmer. I mean, if I remember correctly, Jameis did get the 5K 30 for 30 under him, if I remember right. Yeah. If my math does be correct with these years. And then we obviously saw with Brady hopping back into the MVP conversation with him down there as well. So you can see what his impact is on quarterbacks and definitely, the offenses that he's around. But he wins. You think about when he was in AZ, dude wins.
Sometimes that was with bad quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Really bad. Like when Palmer got hurt, it
was
Drew Stanton.
Who was the one that did the little, remember the commercial was always showing out there? And
I don't remember.
That might have been Stanton.
That might have been.
Low-key might have been.
You know what? I think you're right.
That low-key might have been Stanton. Every time I saw the little highlight, he runs on the sideline, does a little fist thing, bro.
With the Steelers as the OC. You ready for this? 07. Ben made his first Pro Bowl. And I'm telling you, after Brady, that was Brady's 50 touchdown season. Yeah. Ben was the second best quarterback that season. There's no doubt in my mind.
That happens a lot for him, huh?
He's still the GOAT, though. when you add up all those seasons.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Yeah.
Equals the GOAT. 08 won the Super Bowl. 09, it was weird. 09 was a weird season because the offense was pretty good. Ben threw for like 4,300 yards, which was pretty good for 09.
Yeah.
We went 9-7. 2010, went to the Super Bowl. And this is probably a top 5 season for Ben. It's weird it goes unrecognized because he had a suspension for 4 games.
Right.
But 3,200 yards, went 17-5. His like QBR was like 70 plus.
Yeah.
Really good season for him there. And then 2011 was his last year. We went 12-4. Big Ben made a Pro Bowl. So that's a pretty good stint.
No, absolutely.
As an OC. And it was weird at the time as to why he retired because I thought the offense was pretty good. I think whenever you look back, it was just Rooney trying to protect Ben a little bit more because he still was taking shots.
Yeah.
The O-line was so bad, though.
Yeah.
Like, after 07, our O-line became terrible. It was probably the worst O-line for, like, 3 years. So, I don't know if there was much Arians can do. A lot of our success from the offense, too, was Big Ben just making plays, dodging dudes. And
I remember that version of
off
Big Ben.
schedule.
I remember that version of 7. Absolutely.